Hello, welcome back to Miss Bell's classroom. Today we are going to learn about the alphabet and the letters in the alphabet. We'll be learning the short sounds of the alphabet letters. So the first letter we're going to start with is A. This is the uppercase and the lowercase a. And A says a, a, a. And a word with A and the a is apple, apple. The next letter we're going to learn about is B. This is the uppercase B, and this is the lowercase b, and B says b, b, b. An example of a word with the letter B is bubble. Bubble. B. The next letter we're going to learn about is C. And C, this is the uppercase C, and this is the lowercase c. And C says k, k, k. And sometimes it says s. We're going to talk about the k sound today. And a word that has a k sound is cat, cat, cat. The next letter we're going to do is the letter D. This is the uppercase D, and this is the lowercase d. D says d, d, d. And a word with D is dog, dog, dog. The next letter we're going to talk about is E. Here's the uppercase E, and here's the lowercase e, and E says eh, eh, eh. And a word with E is egg, eh, eh, egg. The next letter we're going to talk about is F. Here is the uppercase F and the lowercase f. And F says f. And a word with F is fun, fun, fun. The next letter we're going to learn is G. This is the uppercase G, and this is the lowercase g. And a word with G is gum. Gum. G says g. The next letter we're going to learn about is H. Here's the uppercase H and the lowercase h, and both of them say and an example of a word with H is hat. At. Hat. The next letter we're going to learn about is I. I says I. And an example of a word with I is igloo. Igloo. The next letter we're going to learn about is J. Here is the uppercase J, and here is the lowercase j. And J says j. And a word with J is jog. Jog. The next letter we're going to learn about is K. Here is the uppercase K, and here is the lowercase k. And K says k. And a word that has a K is kite. Kite. The next letter we're going to learn about is L. Here's the uppercase L and the lowercase l, and L says oh. And a word with L is like. Like. The next letter we're going to learn about is M. Here is our uppercase M and our lowercase m, and M says And an example of a word with M is moon. Moon. The next letter that we're going to learn about is N. Here is our uppercase N and our lowercase n, and N says N. And an example of a word that starts with N is new. new. The next letter of the alphabet we're going to talk about is O. Here is our uppercase, and here is our lowercase. And O says ah, ah, ah. And an example of a word that starts with O is octopus, octopus. The next letter we're going to talk about is P. This is an uppercase, and this is the lowercase p, and P says p, p, p. And an example of a word for this is pet, pet, pet. The next letter we're going to talk about is Q. This is our uppercase Q and our lowercase q, and Q says qua, qua, qua. And an example of a word that starts with a Q is queen, queen, queen. The next letter is R. Here is our uppercase R and our lowercase r, and R says r, like the word roll, roll. The next letter we're going to talk about is S. And S says S. Here is our uppercase and our lowercase, and an example of a word that starts with S is snake, snake. The next letter that we're going to talk about is T. And T has an uppercase and a lowercase, and T says t, 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 t. And an example of a word that starts with T is turtle. The next letter we're going to learn about is U. U has an uppercase and a lowercase, and U says And a word that starts with a U is umbrella, umbrella. The next letter we're going to learn about is V. Here is our uppercase V and our lowercase v, and B says v, v. And an example of a word that starts with V is vest, vest. The next letter that we're going to learn about is W. Here is our uppercase W and our lowercase w, and W says wah, wah, wah. an example of a word that starts with W is when, when. The next letter we're going to learn about is X. Here is our uppercase and our lowercase, and X says X, X. And an example of a word that starts with X is X-ray. The next letter is Y. Here is our uppercase and here is our lowercase. And Y says yeah, like the word yes, yes. Excuse me. And the last letter of the alphabet is Z. This is uppercase C and a lowercase c, and Z says Z, like the word zoo. And that is the last letter of the alphabet. I hope that you enjoyed learning the alphabet letters with me. We will continue to practice these to make sure we really know our alphabet sounds tomorrow, and I hope you have a restful sleep. Good night.